I began my flip-flop Appalachian Trail through hike in Elk Garden, heading Nobo into Grayson Highlands after picking up my tag at the Appalachian Trail Conservancy in Damascus. We had quite a long drive from Maine to Virginia to get back on trail for our southern terminus finish at Springer Mountain, Georgia. After saying one final goodbye to Katahdin, we decided to take a 3-hour detour for a stop at Acadia National Park. We really tried our very best to give our legs rest, but we couldn't help but day hike some of the beautiful shorter trails in Acadia. If you're planning on through hiking the AT and you have the time and resources after you summit Katahdin, I would highly recommend visiting the crown jewel of the North Atlantic coast. It is one of the top 10 most visited national parks in the U.S., with over 150 miles of hiking trails, 30 miles of scenic motor roads, 60 miles of coastline, and an abundance of wildlife and marine mammals, to include seals basking in the sun on small islands surrounding the park, and Atlantic puffins nesting and fishing. We were so glad that we were able to take the time as a family to explore this beautiful place before finishing our final AT miles closer to home in the southern states.
What is the name of this trail that we're on? The Big Woods?
Indian Point and Blagden Nature Preserve.
Yeah, Indian Point and Blagden Nature Preserve, and it's the Big Woods Trail. And Acadia. Oh, finally some water. We kept joking and saying that it was super dry on the trail. But it goes out to the coastline, and apparently you should be able to, well, you could see some seals at low tide, but we're a little bit, low tide was at 9 o'clock. And what time is it now, y'all? Yeah, about 11, so the tide will be up a little bit, but it won't be high tide, so we may still see some seals. So we got the shore trail and the fern trail off of the Big Woods Trail. So we're gonna go down the shore trail, but then I want to come back and do the fern trail, I think. What are these beautiful flowers or wildflowers? This is on the west side of the island. And not a lot of folks on this trail, which is nice. I could see how you would see seals here at low tide. Yeah, it is still low. Maybe we can look, since that was a shorter trail. My husband saw a seal yesterday. He was screaming at me. I was kind of laying out on one of the rocks, and he kept calling my name, and I looked up, and there was one that was swimming up to him, looking at him, checking him out, but we didn't catch it on film. It was kind of a sweet moment because he was on the phone with his mom, and so she got to see it too. He was talking to her from her home just outside of Amish country in Ohio, and yeah, it was a really sweet moment. Keep my eye out for one. There are white blazes in Acadia on the fern train. Fern train? We are waiting in line on top of the beehive for a fate we do not know around the corner.
It's a busy beehive.
It is a very busy beehive, but the views are spectacular.